So the green top, other than it's a gas engine, it's exactly the same as a turbo engine, mechanical wise, the rods and the pistons. So, but a quarter or a third of the price. So this engine was 10,000 Rand. I think you're getting good value for what you're paying for. So yeah, it needs some more modification. So it doesn't come with a fuel rail and port injectors and a throttle body, but we offer it now. So we make a billet adapter from the stock manifold to one of our throttle bodies that we sell, and also we make the fuel rail. So in the intake manifold, the bungs are there for the fuel injectors, but not drilled. So we drill them in-house with the CNC machine, and we also make the fuel rail. These things, the VCT, obviously you need the more upper market expensive managements like the LTQ Elites. They can control the VCT or the variable cam timing like the factory intended to, but the guy that just wants bang for buck, the Dicktator system will still give you everything that you need, but we can't control the cams. So we do a complete VCT delete kit for the cams.
Can you show us?
Yeah, this is the actual variable cam timing device in the pulley that we actually remove. As you can see, yeah, this is the two. It's got two of these cam solenoids. So these are the actual cam solenoids that move the oil around. So this gets deleted with nicely also in-house made billet blank off with our billet cover plate to cover it off. So there's the actual delete in there. We just want to offer a complete package. So again, one of our superior plug and play harnesses, also made in-house, beautiful made harness, everything plug and play, everything new connectors. So you can get the plug and play harness with the ECU with coding for this engine, and it's a straight plug and play system. If you choose to go the gas engine route, it's not the end of the world. So we're not forcing you to buy it, but we offer the fuel rail, we can offer the drilling of the manifold, and we offer the injectors, the adapter plate, everything. Look, I'm personally a Toyota ook, but I think the 2J is it's coming to an end, and it's very expensive. So I believe this is the next engine. Money for what you get, I think it's gonna be hard to beat this engine. But this engine was 10,000 Rand. According to the internet, it can make 500 kilowatt. So 500 kilowatt for 10,000 Rand, I don't think there's anything that can compare to that. So if you buy a 2J engine, I don't know what they cost, but they start at 20 grand. So here you can buy a 10 grand engine, and another 10 grand goes towards your complete management system to get it running. I think that's obviously the turbo engine, that's with the red tappet cover. Obviously out the factory, it had better rods, it had better pistons. So, but because it's now a turbo engine, it's more expensive. So the green top gas engine, same internals, but just a third of the price. So slightly higher compression ratio. So I think these things, they run at 10.3 where the turbo engine was 8.8. So the tuning, I think you're going to have to run good fuel, or the tuning needs to be safe. But for the price again, I think this is the way to go. This engine out the factory, it's a 36-1 ECU. So what's nice is we use the factory trigger. Nothing's better than the factory trigger. Yeah, so this is exactly the kit. So this is just our old test ECU in-house, but this is the harness. The 6 coils needs modules. So our harness has got the 2 modules wired into it. Coils, crank sensor, air temp, everything is there. You can offer everything. You know, from the harness to the fuel rail to the injectors to the drilling, everything. You take this, you put it to the engine, it will start. It must start and run.
What would be the first thing that you do if you had to smash this into your bucky? What would you do?
Well, obviously immediately I would want to get rid of the VCT on the cams. So make it solid, make the cam solid in the front. Rods and pistons, I don't know. Yeah, you know, we offer the rods and pistons. Obviously rods and pistons is important. And then they say the engines suffer with oil pump issues, which also we've brought in some kits. We've got billet oil pump gears. Obviously, if you're going to boost it hard, you need rods and pistons, which we also offer. We actually offer a cheaper H-beam version, and then our superior QX beam that's rated for lots of horsepower. And then pistons, we offer a 9:1 and 10:1 compression ratio, and I think it's 92.5 bore. So the 10.3 is maybe a little bit higher, but the guys running, you know, ethanol is so common these days. Somebody that's going to run 50-50 ethanol, I think the compression is actually working in favor of going the ethanol route. So we offer the two styles of conrods. So that's your normal H-beam, one of the most common ones. So they are slightly cheaper for the oak that doesn't want to go over 1,000 horsepower. These rods will hold up very nicely and still excellent quality and at a better price. And obviously for the oak that's the guy that wants to go over 1,000 horsepower, that these engines are very capable of. This is definitely the route to go. So this is our QX beam. So this is actually, it's a combination of an I-beam and an H in here. So this is very, very good design. Definitely rated over 1,000 horsepower. We know of engines that are making over 250 horsepower per cylinder with that specific rod. And then pistons, we offer a 9:1 compression ratio. So these are the 9:1, beautiful forged piston.
Open that, open the rest. I want to see the rest.
So 9:1, these are 9:1s. Complete, rings, pins, circlips for the pins. So it's a complete kit.
It's pretty.
So again, for the more serious oaks that wants to run full ethanol or methanol, 10:1. These also very nice pieces. Very nice pieces. I also believe we're the only ones that's selling outside of Australia, selling forged rods for forged pistons and rods for the Barra engine. To claim to make 500 kilowatt, it can't be too bad. We see in Australia the guys are making, it's obviously it's an Australian engine, so they've got the most experience with the engines, and they're making big horsepower there. Look, it's a big engine. It's 4 liters, compared to a TJ, you're getting a 4 liter to a 3 liter. Okay, so these were in here is the original cam solenoids. So these are the actual blank offs that come here. It's taking out the solenoids, and then in the tappet cover, they nicely made these ones work with the O-ring as well, and that just keeps that thing in there so that the oil pressure doesn't push it out.
So for the newbies, why would you do that?
Because it's only the upper market ECUs that can work the variable cam properly. We just delete the variable cam timing. It puts it in your hand to set the cam timing where you want. So mechanically you just put the cams in the right place and you go. Yeah, all billet stuff made, and then here's the actual part. So these are the two cam sprockets. So this used to be inside there. So this is the actual moving thing in the where the oil moves the camshaft around. So all of this comes out. We make this billet piece that now deletes it, and what's nice here, it's also adjustable. The cam delete kit will be these two sprockets here, or these two pulleys, and then obviously the two solenoid blank offs, and then the two cover plates that's going into the tappet cover. While we're on the gas engine, this is only going to be mainly for the gas engines, although all these other things still will work on any Barra engine, but the gas engine comes with this thing. So I don't know what they did, they made the gas hot or something. So this thing you can't use, it's an electronic throttle. So we just make our own billet adapter from the stock manifold to our throttle that we sell. So there's no thinking, you don't have to modify anything. You buy it and you bolt it on and you've got a throttle body.
That's cool. And you guys make the fuel rails as well and sell the fuel rails?
Yes. So again, the gas engine obviously doesn't have port injection. So we offer the service to take your manifold and drill the actual manifold in a CNC machine, and also then make the fuel rail, and obviously we supply any injector you want that can go with it.
So you can bring your manifold here to be modified?
Yeah.
When clients log on to Dicktator's website, they can purchase all of these items, and through walk-in, obviously.
Yeah.
What prices can we expect?
Well, obviously we start with the ECU that we all know. That's a 36 minus 1, 3950 for the ECU and harness. If you choose to take our pre-made harness, these are going to retail at 3,000. If you take it with the ECU, obviously there's some discount when we refund you on your harness that comes with the ECU. You need two 3-channel modules, they're 785 each. The throttle body's normal price is 1,350 for the throttle body, and then the billet adapter flange we're looking at about 350 rand. Unfortunately, we're all bound to costs. So if you're getting almost the same thing, it's the same internals, as strong. Yes, you need to fit injectors and that, but it's still money for what you get. You can't beat it. 2J will never go away. I don't believe it will go away. I think people will start using them less because of cost. You know, all the performance parts are imported. So if you buy a performance part in South Africa, you actually paying in dollars because everything is in US. So I don't know, it's the guy that wants maybe a 2J is just not enough, so now he needs to spend lots of money where you buy this thing. I think stock 2J and a stock Barra engine, the Barra must make more horsepower.
Yeah.
So if we take a 2J engine, same turbo, same everything, we take a Barra engine, same turbo, same everything, the Barra must make more horsepower.
Yeah.
It must. It's 4 liters to 3 liters.
Yeah.
And it's half the price, a quarter of the price. We think that the 2Js there's a time coming where it's going to phase out. The engines are getting more expensive and more scarce. So a Barra engine is a much more modern engine, much more available, and much cheaper. So we try to just get on the bandwagon earlier or first. Yeah. So, you know, it's always the engines come and then people want to start trying to. So maybe if we offer a kit now that is easy and solves lots of problems, people will also start using it more.
Yeah. Will El Loco have one of these in the future?
I'm going to have to make the nose longer. And look, and my engine's already 4 liters, so I don't need a 6-cylinder.
Oh, so you finally admit it's a 4 liter?
No, we wish it was a 4 liter. It's not pretty yet, so this was, but we need to test ourselves. So we rely on, we do it ourselves, we start the engine ourselves, we shoot the timing, we make sure everything is right. Lexus V8 VVT, so you all know this. And then again, every single ECU, it's like an old drum. Every single ECU we make, every single ECU we repair, we start the engine. And then we used to have only 4-cylinder, but we can test, and we do test 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, and 8-cylinder. think this is what we do. This is our bread and butter. So we've got lots of confidence in our harnesses. Wires are, believe it or not, doing nice, clean, good wiring is not an easy task. While the harness starts off as a long harness, it's a 2.5 meter harness over a 2 meter harness. That just gives the end user some length to nicely mount his ECU. But again, like we make all our harnesses, this is everything we sell and use every day. So it's the high quality braided sleeving, nice adhesive heat shrink at all the main joints and main branches, and then also all our high quality normal heat shrink to do the rest of the wiring. Our plugs with nice watertight boots. For the end user, it must be easy. There must be no thinking. You buy this, you put it in, it starts, it works. Like all of our products. You know, it's simple and it must work.